All right, guys, welcome back into another NFL DFS and props video. In this video, I'm actually going to be covering the OddsJam Sportsbook view. Some of you guys have probably seen that in some of my videos. I've been referencing it, and I just want to go ahead and break that down. Now, yes, this is going to be a sponsored post, but I feel like I've done a pretty good job of keeping the fluff out of this page. And so this is actually a product that I enjoy using. That's why I've been showing it on the channel. And so it's not like I'm trying to sell you guys on this or anything like that. If you guys see a benefit in it, by all means, go ahead and use it. I will obviously be highlighting this in the videos that I put out. All right, so looking at it, you can break it down by sport specifically, and they got all the popular leagues as well as some less popular leagues. You can go to MLB, see the props available for the day there. You go to NFL. I'm going to start with NFL and just kind of touch on that. So what I like to do with this video or with this tool is I like to just go to main markets. I like seeing that the most because it's going to give us all the information we need for that game. And then we'll be able to scroll at the bottom of the page. Let's say for this Los Angeles Chargers Tennessee Titans game, we will be able to see the different lines that we are getting across the sportsbook. And that's kind of one way to go about attacking it. Yesterday for the Minnesota Vikings game versus Eagles, the Thursday night football game in week 2, we were able to see that really the Vikings line that was originally posted at 7 points, the Vikings being 7-point underdogs, was incorrect. And we could then just scroll and see which sportsbook might be the best one that we would want to go with. Like, let's say for the Tennessee Titans game, if you think that the Titans are going to win, maybe you want to bet them the money line. Well, here we go. +3 on any of those sportsbooks, FanDuel, DraftKings. That's a great way to go about using this tool, but it also will tell you what the best odds are for that as well. So there you go, DraftKings +3. And so it's just a nice, easy way to go about using that tool. And then another thing that I like about it as well is, guys, we're all gamblers, right? We can go ahead and see specifically where the game is being broadcast. That way we don't have to sift through and type it in where to watch Chargers versus the Titans, right? I hate doing that. I'm sure you guys do as well. Location of it, that doesn't really matter too much for us, but we can see if it's a home game or not. And then the injury news. I like this aspect of it as well, especially for betting. We can see why or why not a line might be there. Now, I will say I wish they had another partial section in there that's like right here. Once a player has been ruled active, if, like, I don't know, for the example, Tajay Spears was questionable at the start of the week, maybe just a little section there that says confirmed active. But all in all, like, this is awesome that we are getting this as just a pop-up in the chart, separated game by game. And so we can see for this game specifically, DeAndre Hopkins currently questionable with ankle injury, and then Austin Eckler currently questionable with an ankle injury as well. And we can see when those were last updated as well. So it gives you all the information you need for that tool. And then really my personal way to go about attacking maybe sports that I don't know as much as others, like maybe WNBA. Let's use NCAA football as a good example. Like, I'm just not as sharp on that as I am other sports, okay? Like NFL, NBA, PGA. I need to use a tool like this to tell me kind of what I should be looking at and which bets I should be looking at. So for example purposes, I like to look at the average odds here and maybe see which game is going to be the highest scoring. Thus, I might be focusing on some over bets I can go with. Like, for example, my Wisconsin Badgers, I kind of have somewhat of a knowledge there. The game over and under is 65.4, okay? Average odds is 19.8, okay? So for that game, if we're going into PrizePicks, and this is something I like doing for NFL, is that we would probably go to the Wisconsin Badgers game. And what I find weird is sometimes we can type in WISP, like the abbreviation, and sometimes it'll pop up, sometimes it won't. But we could go ahead and see maybe a prop bet that we want to attack because of that, okay? Whether it's Braylon Allen, their star running back, for over rush and receiving yards, you could do that. Because obviously, if they are scoring that many points, you would want to roll with him in some capacity. Now, maybe it's fantasy score. Maybe he gets 2 rushing touchdowns, and that's what this is telling us. Could also just go with all the receivers, maybe potentially over. They want to be an air raid offense, and so if they are scoring that many points, obviously you expect them to get their over receiving yards. Really, for all these guys, Chaz Mussolini was probably someone that will get a little bit of garbage time. A little bit, not a lot. He's still a good running back. But that's kind of the way to go about using this tool. Just see the games that you want to attack, maybe for overs, and go ahead and go about making a stack from it. That's how I like to apply the knowledge. But that is going to be it for this video. If you guys want to just check out that tool, you can by clicking the link in the description below. Just go to the sportsbook screen once you sign up here, and it'll give you access to that. They also do have other pretty awesome tools like arbitrage betting. Guys, that's where you can basically place a bet either way and you're going to make a profit. Now, the only hesitation to something like that is going to be that you might get banned from the sportsbook, or they might start capping what you can put in. And then we can see other stuff like positive EV, middles, all this stuff. Parlay Builder, awesome tools there. Make sure to check it out. Use the promo code 925, the number spelled out, to get 25% off. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was a helpful video for you. And as always, let's keep cashing.